I almost went broke building my online brand and business. I want to share you how I did that so you cannot do it, so that if you have a brand, a business, a product, an idea that you want to put online, how you can be extremely successful in a very short period of time doing the opposite of what I did. This is Jake Ducey with JakeDucey.com. Let's dive right into the video. Number one, trading my time for money instead of scalability. That was the number one error I made. Here I was not making any money. My now life partner was in debt, over $2,000 just from everyday necessities, groceries, because I couldn't help out. And what I was doing is I was trading my time for money. I had this big ambition of inspiring millions of people, and here I was spending all my time trying to sell a $10 book. And I was doing it door to door because I didn't have a system in place. I was going to farmers markets, and then eventually I started doing coaching for very cheap, and I was trading my time for money. And my problem was that my videos weren't getting views, my content wasn't getting views, my brand wasn't building. And that's because I was spending all my time on non-scalable activities. I was spending all my time trying to work with one person on a one-on-one consultation, or spending all my time knocking on doors or farmers markets trying to sell a $10 book. And while it was so fun and all that stuff, it was stressful because I wasn't making any money, because I was spending my time trading it for money instead of focusing on scalable activities. Now, if there's anything that you're doing online, the main thing is to focus on scalability, because now all I focus on is scalability. Pretty much the only thing I do is I create YouTube videos. That's all I do. And so I love doing it, I love creating the content, and it helps with my number one goal, which is to inspire millions and millions of people. YouTube allows me to scale with content that can go viral, that can get more and more views. It allows me to reach more and more people. Yet the idea is that we need money, right? So you might have an online business or an online idea. Maybe you want to do what I'm doing, or you want to start a yarn business. I don't know, anything that's a real estate agent. Then you want to make more money in less time, so you want to use the internet. Scalable tasks are how we're actually focusing on scalable tasks, is how you can actually make progress online. When I let go of a coaching business that was my only income source, it allowed me to start creating content and scale, and then I had digital courses that allowed that. Now, these are ideas that aren't taught. And so I'm really excited, because it's a question I'm always asked, but this channel is about law of attraction and mindset. And one of my good friends, Marie Forleo, is one of the foremost teachers in the entire world on how to create an online business. Like whether you want to do a yarn business, or you want to do what I'm doing, or you want to be an artist, or you want to be a real estate agent making even more money, or you have a nonprofit idea, you want to get out in the world. If you want exposure and income online, my friend Marie Forleo is teaching how to actually do these things, because I met a business partner, and her link's down below. It's jakeducey.com/bschool. Click into it. She's got a free training series that she's letting everyone into, and she created this thing called B-School that's helped over 40,000 people create a successful online business. So it's down below. And I got lucky because I met a business partner. Lucky is the law of attraction. I had clearly defined my business partner and what I wanted, somebody who could help me, and that focused on marketing and packaging my ideas. And he helped me put these things together that allowed this channel to get to 150,000 plus subscribers in 6 months, and grow my brand and my message to, people are consuming our courses and being positively impacted by our courses in hundreds of countries now, which is it's my dream come true. It's like I get to reach people and inspire people with these ideas in every single country, and it happened from these ideas. So hers is down below. Click into that, and at least check out the free video series. And remember that when you ask yourself, how can I scale? How can I reach more people? And you focus on those activities, then you can really start to make progress with your brand, business, idea, invention, or product. Number two, being busy non-systematically. I was always busy. There was no reason that I shouldn't have been very successful. I was always busy. I was always working. I was up at like 4 in the morning. I was to bed at like, you know, super late. I was like always working. I was always busy, but I wasn't making progress. And maybe you can relate to that, or you know somebody that can relate to that. It's like there's a difference between working hard and working smart. Now, I was busy all the time, making Facebook posts and going and having this coffee meeting and doing it, but it wasn't systematic. I'm less busy than I've ever before, I make more money than ever before, and I get to inspire more people than ever before. And that's because I got a system in place so I know where to put my energy. Gary Keller, the creator of the Keller Williams real estate company, you know, multi-billion-dollar enterprise, he wrote a book called One Thing, The One Thing, and it's about focusing on one main thing that will allow you to make the impact that you want to make in the world. And my one thing is videos. I love doing it. It's so cool when I get to see, comment what country you're coming from, by the way. It's like the coolest thing. It's so fulfilling to me, and to get the message. That's my one thing. But before, I didn't have a system, so I did anything. I'd say yes to everything. And unless you have a proper system with timeless principles to utilize the internet to scale your idea, message, or business, then you're treading water without a flotation device in the middle of the open ocean. And so that's why I wanted to let everyone know about Marie Forleo's B-School. It's down below, jakeducey.com/B-School, and she's got, at least you can check out the free training that'll provide a lot of clarity on like what might be your next steps or why haven't you got to where you want. But remember this, that there's a big difference between just getting busy and working hard, and if that's you, then it's time to start implementing a system and saying, hey, what's my real plan? And if you don't know, that's why I want to mention Marie's stuff, because I don't go into the scope of all this type of stuff with the channel. It's just not what I do. I love talking about mindset and the law of attraction. That's just what I do. But in order to couple it all together, if you have an idea in your mind, it doesn't always translate into reality. Even if you're using the law of attraction, you need a system in place, or a plan in place to actually be able to implement in third dimensional reality. And I didn't have that. I was busy all the time. And so there's a difference between working hard and working smart. Number 3, non-diversity of income. I had no diversity in my income, and so I couldn't even pay rent. Actually, my life partner was doing everything. And it was really hard because I thought that I had an image in my mind. On this channel I always say the phrase, and if you are a subscriber already, you know the phrase, if not this, then something better. And if not this, then something better. And I say that because we don't want to limit, we want to co-create with the universe. And if we limit, it has to be this thing. We drop so many creative forces that could otherwise be used to manifest what we want and attract the things we desire in our life. Yeah, I didn't understand it at that point, so I thought I needed to make my money with a $10 book. And I hadn't considered a whole plan because I was like, I want to do it with the book because I put all this time into it and it'll inspire the most people. Book is how I'm going to inspire people, because that's how I got inspired. That's what changed my life, was books. But I didn't recognize that today I wasn't utilizing the best tool in the world, and that's the internet. It's like, if there's no waves, it's really hard to be a shortboard surfer, have a shortboard and surf. You need a longer board. But if you're opposed to longboarding, you're not going to catch very many waves when there are no waves. You need to adapt to the different types of boards to surf. Paddle boarding is going to help you catch even smaller waves. You need to adapt to the different styles of surfing in order to catch the most waves. And similarly so, you need to adapt to all the types of impact you can have in the world to truly fulfill your mission. My mission is to inspire tens of millions of people around the world to claim their power. And my only avenue to do that was a book. That's very limiting. And so when I started to reassess, and I brought on a partner that imparted new ideas to me of how I could reach and fulfill my mission of inspiring as many people as possible, I created, I don't know, 8 or 9 video courses. I started doing I started doing videos on YouTube every single day of the week because I realized there were better mediums and I wasn't using the best medium. Now that might be you, and it might be stunting your income and your impact with your business, service, product, or idea. And so Marie breaks down how to actually utilize all these different mediums of the internet depending on whatever idea you have, like from a yarn business to a Harry Potter fan club to wanting to do what I'm doing to anything online. It's important to understand the market and how you can utilize that to have the most business and the most income and impact that you can possibly have. And not being so attached to one stream when there's so much more impact you can make if you diversify a little bit and take a step back. And so Marie's is down below for the last time. I hope this speaks to you, you know, if you're putting something out online. You know, I don't usually make these kinds of videos, and so I wanted to let everyone know about it. So I hope this speaks to you to consider the real possibilities. I mean, there's people that are inspiring tens of millions of people with Harry Potter fan clubs, with yarn businesses. There's people doing things all over the world from anything you can imagine. And the question is, what do you desire? What are you passionate about? And how can you use the internet to have the most impact and the most income and the most freedom and the most purpose you can possibly have? So Marie will show you that down below. She's a close friend of mine, and these ideas have changed my life. They've allowed you to hear my words. If you've ever been impacted by a video, it's because of these ideas. So check that out down below, jakeducey.com/bschool. If this speaks to you, press the subscribe button in the corner. Looking forward to getting back to another Mindset Law of Attraction video tomorrow. So wishing you an amazing day, and I'll see you next time.